All right. Okay, so back to it. We've got our hero swinging in. I haven't done a face yet. Need to get to the face. Probably need to clean up. Yeah, need to clean up the outside a little bit too. A little bit more. I don't know. Maybe go to a hard brush. We'll see. I don't know. Well, like I like the chalk brush. It gives interesting lines. So, there, that's the ink brush. There we go. So yeah, I started this last time. We're kind of picking up where we left off. See if we clean up these lines maybe a little bit more. Okay, so that's pretty good variation, line weights. Drop this 250. Yeah. Need to be on the right layer. Yeah, that might be a little better to just kind of get good outline. We'll roll with it. For now, we'll just keep moving with the chalk brush. I like the chalk brush. It's not that bad. And we can clean up the edges with it pretty well. I mean, I could switch to the hard edge brush for the eraser. That would probably help a lot. But let's jump over to the eraser and let's do that. Okay, so now I have the eraser as an actual eraser, hard edge. Really kind of clean up. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, so this piece, this idea was inspired by Manny and Christy. They did a collab video where he turned her into her character, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I always really liked the show. Big fan, so okay, I need to figure out this. That's weird. Okay. Oh, I need to switch that back over here. There we go. this down. Hit. Okay, so I don't want that colliding with the hair though. Okay, there. That's a little bit better. See, I don't like that it does that stupid little ring thing. And it does it less now that I turned it off in Photoshop, but I need to turn it off on the actual system because that's super annoying. Okay, get that clock look a little bit. Okay. Okay, big spot right here needs to be cleaned up. Okay. Darken that up a little bit. Sometimes Photoshop does what it wants, and that's super annoying. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Photoshop has its own idea. Which is why Control Z is my best friend, or Control Alt Z sometimes, because sometimes you hit again before you realize Photoshop really messed you up, and that's no fun. Okay, so there, that I don't mind because I kind of wanted it to do that. Come back in, kind of smooth that out. Okay, it's a little bit better. It is really frustrating when it just goes 100% pressure on a pressure sensitive brush. And you're trying to get a very specific amount of things done. Oh, come on, Photoshop. Just do it. Just do what I want. Oh, whatever. See, sometimes it does it correctly, and then all of a sudden it doesn't. That's something that gets real old real quick. Like, working while I'm not streaming is better, because they're like, the computer's doing less. Doesn't have to think about all the other stuff that's going on, so it just works a little bit better. But while I'm streaming, those are the kind of issues you run into. Get the like extreme hardness for no reason whatsoever, stuff like that. So we're just kind of cleaning up fuzzy edge stuff. Yeah, this piece inspired by a collab that my wife was watching with a makeup artist and the voice actress Manny Mua and Christy. And like, it's a little bit of a mystery right now. There's no face. I mean, if you know who I'm talking about, you know exactly what the character is, but if you don't, it's still a mystery. So I'm kind of stringing that along a little bit. I don't know. I know there's some kids out there probably who have no idea who those people are, or at least no idea who the voice actress is, because she really hasn't done anything. She kind of just stopped after the show ended. Nope, don't do that. And that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, where it just kind of decides 100% pressure out of nowhere. Which is kind of why in these more open areas, I kind of try to stay on the edge of my brush or eraser, so that I already am putting 100% pressure down if there's enough room. That way I'm not surprised by the things that are happening. But again, that doesn't always work, because sometimes you get like little spots in like tight areas like this where I want to keep that triangle, and it just keeps doing what it wants over and over again. And over and over and over again for whatever reason. Okay. But you know, these are trade-offs you make when you're doing live streaming art, because if I put more of my computer's resources into the program, then I have issues with my other programs that are trying to run at the same time, because there's not enough to go around, and that happens. So you gotta take the good with the bad. Sometimes stuff just doesn't work perfectly all the time. hardly ever works perfectly all the time. If you work with computers, you know that. I work with computers at my work. I don't work on computers, but I work with them. We're always having problems with our network and our computers, and it's just a pain. But let's see. Honestly, I would take a day live streaming with buggy Photoshop over that. So yeah, there's that. This is way more enjoyable than what I do normally. I need to fix this belt because I know it's not just a regular belt. Oh, Lord Almighty. Just do what I want. Actually, that's fine. I'll let that one slide. Actually, I can't let that one slide, unfortunately, because I cut into the other line. Why don't you love me? Come on, I just want to get enough pressure down to hit that and smooth that out. It's like it doesn't want to do that. It's like I'm trying to, there, almost. I almost got it. Come on. Just be nice to me. Whatever, that works. So it's actually a utility belt, not just a regular belt. And I knew that. I just haven't gotten to a point where that's something I can focus on. And I really don't understand why you're doing these things to me, Photoshop. Okay, got that. Just hit that. Why not at this point? Okay. Nope. Again, just need to clean that edge. Don't need full pressure. Thanks though. Yeah. So the cool thing about this character is she really pushed, like in my opinion, she really pushed forward like the strong female lead kind of thing in cartoons, at least. Like, she wasn't some dumb damsel in distress. Like, she was extremely smart. She was resourceful and strong, very athletic, and she saved the world, which is awesome. At the time, there really weren't a lot of shows that were doing that with female leads. And she did it all while going to high school. She saved the world and went to high school at the same time. Crazy. That one. Want that longer reach on that. Okay. Cut in a little bit on that one. No, don't do that. But yeah, I think this character and the show really did a lot for, like, in my opinion, did a lot for like female I guess empowerment is a good word, but just like people taking female like leads in American animation, at least, like as a more serious idea. Like it really pushed like she doesn't need some dude to come in and like save the day. She's going to do it. Like, great. Like that. And it did it without putting all of that stuff in your face. It just made a good show, which is awesome, I think. Like, it didn't have to say everything it was doing, it was just doing it. And I think that is something that is and was really important, because now we've got more characters like this in Western animation. Like, I mean, obviously, like, you had Sailor Moon and stuff like that, but that was coming from Japan, and like, even she was kind of ditzy. So, like, until she, like, transformed, then she, like, kind of got it all together for the most part. But this character was always, like, on her game, ready for any situation. It's really cool. I thought that was something that was really special, and it still is. Still, like, I think the show holds up still. Honestly, it's really good, even today. And the animation, simple, clean, like that a lot too. And it also kind of turned the guy into the damsel in distress, which was kind of a funny reversal. A lot of the times the guy who was basically her sidekick ended up needing to be saved, always in trouble. So stuff like that, just kind of reversing things, was interesting and new. At least it felt that way. Okay, and I think we're pretty close to cleaned up on the outside. I don't like that little spur. Go away. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. No, I think that's a good curve. Okay, so there. I don't think that should be there. I think that should come back. And then that's a tough one. I'm not sure exactly where I want that to go because kind of changes things. Okay, so let's move back. Let's go back. See, putting it, I don't know. It's a weird one that's gonna be hard to figure out because everything right there, that changes a lot of things just by doing a small change like that, because then it changes what's happening right here. And I think it has to change. I just don't know how it has to change. So maybe if I leave a little, yeah, if I do that, I'll drop that down in here. We need to bring that in a little bit because it does like that would be where it would be bunching up. Okay, I think that does something. That whole leg is really weird though, and it's going to be difficult to figure out. I might end up at some point changing that entire leg. Because, okay, I need, oh, okay. Yeah, that has to go. Because this has to go up over here. Okay, even that just helped a lot, I feel like. Because before that leg was showing and reading kind of over the top, but now it's not. It can't be over the top because it's not supposed to be there. Okay, so let's do this. Something like that. I think that helps a little bit. I'm not totally sold on that leg still, but it's a step in the right direction, in my opinion. And I think the overall is really nice still. Yeah. And I think that's cleaned up most of the stuff. So the lines look fairly crisp, at least on the outer edge of it, which is kind of the idea I wanted to go on. I don't know if that's something or not, but there we go. Okay, so let's, there we go. Let's see. So, yeah, I think that helps a touch. I'm not saying it fixes everything, because it doesn't, but it fixes quite a bit. I think if I actually kind of bring that in, maybe. Hello. I have absolutely no idea how to say that, and I apologize, because it seems to be in what I would assume is Russian. But I appreciate you seeing what's up. How's it going? Let's zoom in real quick. Okay, so let's do this. Let's kind of knock this back. Give that a little bit more of a leg shape. Because even though these are baggy pants, I mean, there's a little bit of wind and stuff going on. Let's bring this in a touch too. Now, I don't want to get too bogged down in this right now. There, something kind of like that. Let's push this in a little bit. Cut that like that. Fill that. Okay, so now let's check it. That's okay. I guarantee you it's better than my any other language, really. I'm glad you're stopping in. How's it going? I'm working on a fan art piece right now, inspired by a collaboration that I saw between a makeup artist and the voice actress for the character. So it's kind of exciting. And I just kind of got finished with like cleaning up some of the line work, at least the outer edges. Hands are still questionable. That's why they're kind of up there. Ignore those. So now I think I'm going to start, and I fixed this leg. I'm actually kind of happy with the leg now. It's made some progress, so that's good. I think I'm going to start working on the face, which is kind of where I think it might give it away if I do a good enough job. I honestly can't promise you anything if you don't already know who this is. If you're like my age, I can pretty much guarantee you know who this is. But if you're younger, I really don't know. I mean, if you're a lot younger, probably not. Unless you watched the brand new movie that they just did, and that was not, I don't even, I'm not even going to comment on that because I didn't see it. But it wasn't looking promising to me. So that's part of the reason why I didn't see it. Okay, so she's kind of, let's see. Let's move that to this layer real quick. No, I don't want that layer. Let's just make a new layer. Real quick, I'm gonna name this. So I know that that's the important one. And I don't accidentally erase that. But I do want to put her face. Probably move that up a touch. Like that. Okay, so let's erase all of that I don't need. Just need the information that's going to be showing. All right. So that we don't need. That's way up there. Okay, so I think, yeah, I wanted it that line, I think. Yeah, I think that's Is it? Let's see. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do a face now. So that's fun. Okay, that's definitely not it. Oh, it really isn't very good. Okay, so let's see, guess I should probably be doing that. Okay, I know it's on the right layer. Cool. So let's do eye there, and because she is kind of facing away, we'll do. And I'm just, again, this is like roughly setting stuff up. I'm not setting permanent stuff right now. Trying to work it out in my head where stuff should go. Okay, sorry. Getting a weird phone call. Okay. So, got like rough eye situation. No, I don't want that. Man. Really need to work on my noses and mouths for sure, but noses. I need to work on noses. This character has a very, like, the style was done very specific, like mouth, lips situation. So I'm gonna try and mimic that, even though I don't really do mine that way. So it's gonna be a little different, for sure. My eyes will also be different, I assume. And again, these are rough eyes on a layer below where I'm actually going to be putting them. Trying to just kind of work through. Actually, it's going to be, she's swinging in, so she's going to be looking down. That's an important thing to know. She's going to be looking down because that's where she's going. She's swinging into someplace. Yeah, so we're looking down. That's something else they really did. Like, everything in their animation style was very simple, very clean, which is not really how I do my stuff, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. Try and kind of mimic that same look. Don't do that. I'm almost getting it with that. I really need to figure out this nose. This nose is killing me right now. Jeez. I think I might, real quick, let's check and see what this looks like. Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that. I think another thing I need to do is move this hair down like that. And that's not on the correct layer, which not a big deal. Okay, I think that would help a lot. Just moving that down. Let's see. kind of bring those in. Let's switch this up here to like a random color now, so I can kind of go in and adjust without it being all crazy. Okay. So do I want... No, I don't like that. Like I said, we're kind of making, just messing with ideas right now. I'm not overly worried about all of this. Okay, and her eye is going to be down there, and I might stick with their kind of eye situation, which is just one solid color, as opposed to like making it look like an actual eye with like different varying colors and whatnot. Again, she's looking down. Bring that up and down a little bit better. Oh man, that lip is not an easy thing to replicate. And then you've got like the shadow line kind of situation going down on the bottom. I need to look at a reference real quick, because that is not looking how I would like it to. Okay. Slide this over. Okay. Okay, so they did like a solid circular. Okay. So theirs is a little different. All right. So let's see. She's hardly ever like upset looking, so maybe I should change that lip. Let's see. They always did like, it's such a good animation. They did such a good job with it, it's crazy. Okay, so let's see, let's try and do we need that kind of curve up. And this is gonna kind of okay, we're gonna do this and then follow that at the bottom. And kind of knock that back here. Okay, so then we got that. That's a little bit better, I think. Let's fill that real quick and see what that looks like. Whoop. And then Yeah. They always did like solid white, which is cool for those teeth. There wasn't anything special there. I could get rid of that. Okay, so then there, real quick, there is, whoop, there is this situation going on. And then they do a little specular thing. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I wonder, yeah, okay, so they do like an almond eye situation. That might be better. Let's do that. Let's fill. That would be the iris. Put a little specular in there. Whoop, no, why would you do that? Stop blasting 100% Photoshop. I do not want you to do that. Oh, Lord. Why can't I just be cool? There we go. So that, I like that. That might be a cool one for this one. Just kind of match their style a little bit more. So if I kind of jumped this, did that. So what I would, oops, yeah, no, that's fine, whatever. So if I brought that down, ditched this, maybe brought that out instead of going under. Yeah, okay, something kind of like that. And I'll leave that on the outside. Okay, we got that going. And we'll just attach the eyebrow right there. And then this one would be something around there. And she has pretty solid eyebrows. She has pretty fierce eyebrows. Okay, so that might be it right there. Let's, yeah, I think I can make that. I like that. I think that works pretty well. So real quick, we'll move over here. Let's get back to the black here. We're going to put in this line and erase this line. Oop. Got a little carried away with it. Oop. Nope, don't do that. Now zoom in. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, just real quick, let's drop this to like 80 or less. Let's do 50. So now I can see what's going on the layer I'm currently working, or not currently working on. Now I'm currently working on. Okay. Okay, so now we've got kind of natural, a little bit better looking hair. Could actually probably bring this down a touch, although her hair is pretty big. Maybe I'll leave it. I feel like it covers a lot more. And yeah. So it really depends on the point of a lot of things. So let's drop this down. Because, I mean, she's flying through the air, kind of pushing it down a bit is kind of the thought in my head at this juncture. Okay, I'll kind of push that out. Stop being annoying like that. Okay. Okay, let's get like a straight line there. Maybe that might be a good thing. Yeah. Why is that? Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better. Fix that at some point, I think. Okay. So now we've got kind of the idea for the face. I'm liking that. And I thought maybe this was going to be a little too round of a face, but looking at like the stuff that's out there, it's really not, which is kind of surprising. She had kind of a round face, almost completely circular, which is interesting because most of her body and clothes are a little more on the sharp side, except for the pants, the mission pants. The mission pants were not very sharp, but other things tended to be. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you killing me? Okay. Anyway. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I think that's a pretty good setup right there. Real quick, let's do slight move. Whatever. Just deal with it at this point. Photoshop doesn't want to cooperate, that's fine. That's totally fine. Whatever, Photoshop. Let's slide this. Okay, so let's do there. I think that's a little bit better. Okay. All right, so let's start working on the actual face. Let's get this stuff going here. There's that nice curve that I was trying to get earlier. I think that looks real good. Knock that. Why? Just be cool, Photoshop. You know what? I'm just gonna push and do it a little from a distance because it doesn't want to do the things I want to do, which is slow and gentle erasing. It likes to just gouge everything all at once for some weird reason. It's not really all that weird, it's because I'm running like 7 websites, I think, and streaming at the same time as doing all of this. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Like today or in general? Today it's been almost an hour. And honestly, it's been probably a little boring, if we're being honest. I've been cleaning up a lot of lines. It's most of what the stream was. Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Another diamond? Jeez. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, 2 diamonds. Dang. Yeah. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Last time you came by, you donated too. I remember that. You're one of my top all-time, I think, donators, actually. Let's see. Real quick. All-time. You are my all-time top donator. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And it's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you spreading the love, man. And I wish Photoshop would give me a little love and like do what I want, not erase everything. There we go. A little bit more gentle. Nope. And it went away. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping in and doing all that. Donating and sharing the love. Come back anytime. Really appreciate it. Tell people if they like art, check it out. And good luck on your video call. Whoop. Ditch that. Let's see. Come on. There we go. We're getting somewhere with this. Nope. Again, too far. Alright. Let's just move it down a little bit. Nope. Come on. There we go. Now we're getting that like curve and taper on that side. I want the curve and taper on this side to look right. Okay. Oh, almost. Nope. Actually, that's not too bad. Like that. Okay. So now, I'll work off my nose. Yeah, I'm not gonna, let's back that up. I don't know if I want to do like their style nose, honestly, at this point, or if I want to do more of my own. Okay. Let's see. We'll have to go in and kind of adjust that. It's a little too wispy in that little area right there, and get a little bit. Anyway, we'll fix that, and then we'll try and. But the feel is right. I like the feel for sure. Let's see. Because like their way doesn't have like a nostril. It's just like always kind of. Whoop. See, I like that. I think that's not bad. Like I could do something more like that, but I don't think that's kind of the way to go. I think it's more of that. Okay, so let's do this. Whoop. A little too much. Okay, right. Why do you do this to me? let's jump. Wait, did I? I don't think I did. Okay. Why are you not cooperating with me? There we go. So let's do. So, no. Okay. So let's see. Nose. I feel like nose is going pretty well. Might come in and kind of like drop that down. Let's get this eye going. I mean, the character had fairly big eyes for sure. Actually, this one needs to go down. I want that one to go out. And then let's see. Let's kill this. Then I wanted my own spin. I'm going to kick that out a little bit. Okay, so I wanted that to come down and that one to come out on the edge. Okay, so that's a little too extreme. I want to come, there we go, kind of like that. But not as crazy. Something kind of like that. Knock this back a touch. And then bring this back. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so we bring that. And knock it back. Something like that. No. Let's see. I don't know, that's not terrible. I don't know if it's what I'm looking for. I might have to lose that top line, or at least separate it from the actual eye. Something kind of like, whoops, I don't know why it dips like that. That's weird. Something kind of like this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll check back on that, I guess. So what? Yeah, okay, that's not a bad spot. Okay, so let's hide that. Okay. Oops. No. Yeah, that's okay. It needs to match first. It needs to match that curve, which that one did not. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I just ditch that on this one. Let's see. There we go. Kind of smooth that out a little bit. Let's see. No, don't do that. Okay. Let me go around that tip a bit. That's not too bad. Okay. No. No. Okay. I feel like that needs to come down a bit more. Oops. Okay. Something a bit more like that-ish. If this would just do something where it doesn't suck. Nope. I think that's an improvement, but I'm not 100% sure. Something kind of like that. That works to an extent, I feel like, at least. Oops. So let's do a little bit more. Come on, Photoshop, just work with me a little bit, please. It's something, I I guess. Okay. Made some progress there. Okay, so for this next bit, I want to work on the layer below, just a layer below. Yeah. So I'm not copying the eye exactly. I don't want to. Okay, something like that. See, and then like when I do that, I like that little extra that would be showing. Okay. And this being on. Okay. So this little flip out there, kind of like that. That's not too bad. I might keep that. All right, so then kind of the general, yeah, that's not too bad. I don't hate that. So then let's throw in, actually let's back that up. Something kind of like that. Erase that back. It is nice not to have to worry about erasing stuff you don't want to erase. Whoop. Digital is really nice in that way. Okay, so actually we need to move that this way. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, clean that. And again, we've got throw one layer in here too. Okay, so that way we've got the same thing going on. And the character, I mean, she had pretty big eyes. So okay. Okay, we need to thin that outer layer, outer line, a touch. A little bit much. think we're getting there. Ooh. Come on. Just there we go. That's better. Okay, and then we've got, yeah, those look like they're looking in the same kind of spot. We put the eyebrow in. Definitely gonna thin that up a bit. Because I mean, she had eyebrows, but she did not have insane eyebrows. Well, I guess it also depended on the shot, but that's not right. I want there. Let's do something a little more like that. Yeah. I'm going to have to go in and darken that up for sure. Okay, so got that mic all set up. So I don't know about need to look at that in a minute. Okay, so yes, face is looking pretty good. I need to mess with the lip now. Okay, so that's that, and then this hides all that junk. Is that on this one? Is it on this one? Yes, yes it is. Okay. Ooh, I need to get that. Is that on here? Yes. No, of course I would do that. Okay, so just, why can't you just be cool? I think that did a little bit for me. I'm not gonna say it did a whole lot, but it did something. Okay, and we're all right, so we've got eyes in there, got a mouth and nose, pretty much done with the face. Get in a little bit closer real quick and just fix a little bit. Okay, so here, jump that out. Just trying to make this a little bit more solid. Okay. Really dig it. I think it's looking real good. And let's see. So I think we can go ahead and merge these layers. and not be too worried about it. Again, no. Yes. Nope. Okay. Okay. Let's do. Let's merge these. Merge layers. Okay, so now they're back all together. Good to go. Let's zoom out and have a look at. There we go. Boom. All right. I think that is looking pretty awesome. I'm not done by any means, but I think it's looking really, really, really good. See, that's the whole face under like pencil work there. Let's just erase all of that junk. Don't need that. And we can actually use that layer for doing something else now. So let's see what we got. Let's see, I want to do, yeah, let's do kind of dramatic setup here. Well, I mean, whatever. Yeah, is that dramatic? Let's see, let's do, because I mean, she's always like dropping in some base somewhere, right? If you know who this is. If you don't, I mean, well, I'll get to the point where I just tell you here pretty soon. Okay. But I kind of like, okay, so if we cut into it though, a little bit more, because we don't want that like tangent line there. Not even line, but kind of like a tangent setup. I have to drop it on. Keep. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so let's say, yeah, that's not bad. Clear separations. Let's push this a little bit farther down, actually. Come on. Just play nice. Play nice. Okay. Nope. Just play nice. Come on. Come on, Photoshop. Be cool. Just knock that little peak down. Not that far. Okay. So I kind of like that. That's not bad. It's like she's, okay, so she's swinging into like a compound's giant wall barrier, this fortress. So that's the feel I'm going for on this, and we will adjust some stuff to make that look and feel a bit more like that. I'm not sure if we're gonna do a whole lot more right now, but we will do something. I wonder, let's see, is it going to have like a tower? Actually, I would probably curve a little bit more like that with it. If we're doing this kind of fisheye situation. Yeah, that's not too bad. And maybe there's a dude. Yeah. Nah. Just knock that out up there real quick. Like he never existed. Okay. So, you know, probably put some more stuff on the top there. Kind of give it that wall feel. Maybe it's got like old school fortress wall. Does that. Oops. No. Yeah, there we go. That gives it a little feel of like a fortress, which is cool. Whoops. All right. And if I actually put that on 100%, it's gonna look a lot different. Boom. Okay, so go ahead, let's real quick, let's adjust that. And that, come on, man. Bring this up here. Okay, so it's not doing adjustments. Levels? No. Do hue and saturation. Okay, well at least that kind of pushes it back from her for right now. We can always mess with that later. Well, Right, so that kind of does it for this for right now. I think it looks pretty darn good. And I'm pretty darn happy with it. Actually, let's real quick, let's undo. Yeah, let's just do that for right now, because that just looks better for right now. It's a lot less jarring. Yeah, I'll leave it like that, and then we'll fix it later. Again, I'm happy with where it's going, where it's at right now. It's really nice. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll be back here on Monday. And for if anyone was watching on Monday this week, I apologize. There was some issues with my stream. For some reason, I stopped streaming like half an hour before I actually stopped what I was doing. Like it just cut out for some reason when I hit transition to go back to showing my screen. So if you were watching and like why is it just over? I apologize for that. Didn't mean to do it. I don't know what happened. There was some issue with the whole program. So didn't happen this time, which is nice. It's good. It's good. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. This is what we've done. So, I mean, that's pretty sweet. I think it's looking really, really good. I'm happy with it so far. I can't wait to get farther into this and like really see what's going on. I think I finally got the leg kind of situated here. It looks a little bit more normal at least. I don't hate it, so that's good. We got a simple background kind of going in. She's dropping into a fortress, and I mean, if you're watching now and you don't know who this is, it's Kim Possible. So it's Kim Possible. She's awesome. If you haven't seen the show, check it out. It's really cool. It was airing in the early 2000s. I don't remember how long it went, but it had a good run. It's a really great show. And then, yeah, this was inspired by a collaboration between Manny Mua, makeup artist, and Christy Carlson Romano, who voiced Kim Possible. So she was on his channel, and he kind of did her makeup to make her look like Kim Possible. And yeah, so that kind of sparked this piece here. And I'll be working on this for a little bit more on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Because today is Thursday. So I'll be working on it Monday. And I probably have 2, maybe 3 more like streams with this probably. Just judging by where I'm at now. Pretty happy with how I've cleaned up the lines. They're not clean lines, but I've cleaned them up, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, stop by next time. We'll start working on some color stuff. Now that we've gotten her kind of blocked out, I still need to put her rope in because she's swinging in on a rope. But yeah, till next time, I will see you guys later, and I hope you come back. See ya.